Hey, what's up guys? It's me again and welcome back to my channel Mayta What Ifs. Today I am back with a new short movie. The name of this short movie is What If Naruto Was the Champion of Kami, Yami and Shinigami. And yeah guys, it is an unscripted short movie. Now before continuing, the shout out is due. Shout out to Timothy Connor who has been suggesting and requesting this idea for quite a long time. I know I've done this quite a while and quite a lot in the past, but since he couldn't find one, I thought why not make a story for him. And yes, I know. The story's winner is by a huge margin on both channels, 68% on Apollo Uchiha and 69% on Meta What If, is the 1898. Shout out to you, my guy. Your story will be turned into the series, but there is a twist. You guys can help me build up the story. Like, I will write the first part and upload it, and once I do, you guys can critique it and request that I add on this in the future as well within it. If that makes sense, I will add it and give you shout out as well. Who knows? Just how far we will be able to take that series, I don't know. Instead of 6 parts, it can be at least 18 or 20 parts. But as I promised, once a series will be finished, the next one will be started. And the filler, as usual, like short movies, stories, I'm thinking of continuing them as well. Because it will give me time to write a proper story and then upload it after recording. Anyways, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel and follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well. Talking about that channel, if you haven't liked and subscribed to it, do so as well. There's a link in the description, and just click on the at Apollo Uchiha What Ifs and you'll be there on the channel. Subscribe to it and watch the stories. I have also uploaded a short movie there. If you haven't checked it out, please do so as well. The intro is getting long enough. Just make sure you leave a like and subscribe to both of the channels. And again, congratulations to the 1898 for the victory in the, well, voting. Anyways, let's begin with our today's short movie. Our story begins in the divine realm of the Kami, Yami, and Shinigami, where we see the three sister goddesses were seated together, and they had a frown on their face, as they were seeing the chaos that was being ensued under their domain, as the human world they had created was infested with a power that was filled with greed and anger and hatred. Chakra. It was supposed to be a tool that was sent through Hagoromo Otsutsuki, the first sage of the sixth path, to bring balance to the life and to bring them all as one in unity. But the same tool was turned into a weapon that they now bear in their hands against each other's throats, and this has disturbed the balance of life and death. And because of that, Kami, Yami, and Shinigami were enraged and anger that their sent gift has been turned into a weapon. I cannot believe this. Even if we send a child a prophecy, how will he able to correct all the mistakes that has been made by the humans? All these deaths, they're outweighing the living, and the balance of life and death has been disrupted greatly. How are we going to tackle this? Said Shinigami. I think it is time we intervene with ourselves. What do you mean? Said both of the other sisters, looking towards the one who ruled over heavens as well as was worshipped by the rest of the mortal world. It is as I say, sisters, it is our domain, but we made some rules, sister, said Yami, that we will not intervene no matter what happens. It is their destiny, and we have given them the pen to write it down themselves. Then it is high time we take that pen away and give it to someone to write it down for them, because as things are going, they will be destroyed one way or another. And then there is also the thing about Kaguya Otsutsuki and the Shinju. She was nothing more than a mean to bring Hagoromo there. But she has become the biggest obstacle, all thanks to her son, Zetsu. He's not her son, said Yami. That's her will, reformed as a, well, whatever it is called, that she calls son. Regardless of that, says Shinigami. We have to do something about that little brat. He has been causing chaos left and right, and he is the one who is the catalyst of shaping the whole shinobi world as such as we see it is. Well, do you have a child of prophecy there? Yes, but he's bound to fail eventually. Even if he will be able to pristine and get peace, even his child or in the future there will be peace, but after his family is extinct and died, then there will be chaos again. These humans, they have forgotten fear, and also think of themselves as masters of their own destiny. And that is why it is time to give something to the child of prophecy. You mean that Naruto boy? Yes, he has been having a tough time, I can see, said Kami as she stood up, as both of the other sisters followed suit. Look, she said, pointing towards the lake that was at their feet, as there they could see the visage of a 8-year-old boy running for his life. He was wearing ragged and tattered clothes, and his sandals were broken as well, and mended by the scrap that he found in the dumpster, as currently he was trying his best to evade a bunch of people who was gathered in the form of a mob chasing after him. As now we see, Yami then said, those monsters, they're after an 8-year-old child? Why? They think of him as the Kyubi, since he is the Jinchuriki of the Nine-Tails, remember? Said Shinigami. Still, this is... I know, said Kami, outrageous. As Kami then swished her hand, as Naruto was able to find a safe spot near a dumpster, where he hid while the people then left. As Naruto sighed, you have been helping him. Of course I have been. Otherwise the poor boy would have been killed on the same day he was born. What? Said both Yami and Shinigami. I was afraid, terrified, because he's our last hope. Because after he grows up, or after, well, if he had died, then they would have headed straight towards destruction. And right now I have been able to keep him pure by separating his impurities. What? Said Yami, as Shinigami also became enraged. Kami, do you know what you have done? What? You have created us a separate persona. The child of prophecy himself is imbalanced. See his scale. As that is when the scale shifted towards the darkness. See, the kindness outweighs the darkness. You have split his consciousness into two parts, while both of them will now fight against one another to see who is the strongest one and who will regain control. You can see it in his eyes. Look, said Yami, as she pointed while her sisters watched, as Naruto held anger until it was separated. See, because of what you have done. The heart of the child of prophecy is imbalanced, and because of that, there is a great threat now. He is a great threat himself now, a ticking time bomb that can explode at any time. Then we must hurry. How are you gonna even help him? I will need your essence, as I will use mine as well. For what? To create a weapon. A weapon? A weapon for balance. Because of our domain there is balance, right? And only with our domains and our essence we will create a weapon. And so came forth a katana by merging the essence of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami. Half of the blade was white and half of the blade was black, indicating that this was filled with balance of yin and yang. Impressive, I know. But now is not the time for compliments and to admire. Right now it is time for action. As the three of them vanished, as now I see Naruto was panting heavily. It was getting cold in night. He might have been able to evade the said mob by some miracle, but right now, he was an orphan kid who was kicked out of the orphanage a few months back. He has been surviving the best he could, but things have been getting way much worse. Until the three beings appeared in front of him, in the form of normal girls. Listen, young boy. What? What is it? I didn't do anything, ladies. I was just resting here. If this is your place, I will leave. No. Actually, this is our home, and we want you to come inside. What? Why? Said the kid, having a serious expression now, as if trying to find any threat or lie. We're not lying to you. We wouldn't. It's just a little bit sad that the people here think that you're, well, a demon, said Naruto looking down. I've heard that enough. I don't know why they call me that. It's because I was born at the same day as the QB died? Well, we will explain everything, but you have to come inside first. Oh, okay, said Naruto, trusting the three women. As the three of them led him inside, now we see Naruto found out that the room was quite different from the traditional homes. Not like he knew, but he could tell. As after that, Kami then said, "Why don't you go and take a bath? The bath has been prepared for you." As after taking a bath and washing himself and cleaning himself, Naruto came outside and saw that there were a few clothes that were new, brand new, that were there as Naruto wore them. Is this really fine? Were these for me? Yes, they were for you. Now sit down. As after sitting down, Naruto was presented with a tray in which a lot of food was placed. As after Naruto then consumed it, we see Naruto was seated as the three women now stood in front of him. First of all, we would like to introduce ourselves, Naruto. Now, I know it may sound quite funny at first, but it is the truth. I am Kami, and this is my sister Shinigami, and this one is Yami. Like the goddesses? Yes. You really are quite funny, lady, if you are joking. We are sadly not joking, Naruto. And we are here because we need your help. As suddenly, with a snap of finger, everything surrounding Naruto changed except for, well, the bowl of ramen that he was holding and the sofa on which he was seated on. What is going on? Do not panic. I just wish to show you that it is indeed the truth. And there's something else I need to do. Could you lift up your shirt for me, my dear boy? And so Naruto did, as the seal matrix appeared. What is that? As it disappeared, suddenly Naruto witnessed that a huge orange chakra came out of him as it materialized there. Kami-sama, Yami-sama, and Shinigami-sama, said a deep and grumbling voice as Naruto literally dropped the bowl and stood up and dashed to the other side. Kyubi, but how? You were dead. I was not dead. I was sealed within you. What? What do you mean by that? Calm down, my boy. I told you I will explain you everything now, didn't I? Yes, I apologize. As Naruto was seated, and then the whole truth was revealed to both Kurama and to Naruto, and the reason for their very end arrival here. So, you want us to do something about this whole mess that this Zetsu has created? Yes, he is kind of like your uncle, but he is with your grandmother, and she, as you know, I know, wishes to consume the chakra of the whole world. We have to stop her somehow. Of course, kid, we have to. But how are we even gonna do that? With this, said Kami, as with a snap, a katana sheathed appeared in front of Naruto, levitating. What is this? It's a katana, brat, can't you see? Yes, Kurama, it is a katana. But Naruto, be very careful, because this is made from our essence and our essence alone. For you see, this is the blade of balance itself. A complete, balanced yin and yang energy within it. You can use it to defeat Kaguya. But be very careful because you yourself from within are in chaos. Chaos? Yes. Hold that blade. As soon as Naruto did, Naruto witnessed that the darkness from the dark side of the blade began to consume him as Naruto fell down. What is going on? You have to fight your inner self first, Naruto. You must conquer, and only then we will see that you have passed the test. As Naruto blacked out completely, what is happening to him? So I asked Kurama, Kami-sama, please, Stop this. The boys, he has to do this. It is because of me that the boy is like this. And I have to correct this by helping him and guiding him. As now we see inside Naruto's mind, who was laying there, Naruto was in a deeper and darker place, much more so than in which the Kyuubi resided. It was cracks everywhere, water running down every system and there was a barred gated door that was now open. And out came a complete carbon copy of himself. But the only difference was that his eyes were red. So you finally came face to face with me. So the other Naruto, who are you? You yourself don't realize who am I. Quite pathetic. What? What do you mean? You claim that you don't know yourself? How naive. You have lived through life and death these past 8 years, and yet you're still the same. A pathetic kid who wants the approval of these bastards. Wait, who? Konoha? Yes. Who else am I speaking to? Or about? But but they are misunderstood. They're not misunderstood. Can't you believe that Hiruzen Sarutobi lied to you, lied to us on our face? He didn't reveal who our parents was. He didn't reveal where we came from. He didn't reveal why people call us a demon. Now you see that the Kyuubi was sealed within us. And then, why can't you believe that the people knew? And that is why they mocked us. And he just ignored everything. Ignored us. Why can't you believe that? I, I don't, I don't know. It's useless to speak to you. You're here for it, aren't you? Here for what? For complete control. That is the test, you stupid idiot. That blade that Kami and Yami and Shinigami has given you. If you won't, then I will. Wield it and do what is necessary. And what is that? Destroy Konoha once and for all. What? Why? You think I will let go of the pain I have suffered? They want a demon, they will get a demon. Much worse demon than the Kyuubi Yoko itself. I won't allow you to do that. Oh, but I will. As a dark katana materialized in the hands of Dark Naruto, I will stop you. As a light blade then materialized in Naruto's hand, and both of them began to clash. Both of them did not knew how to wield the blade, but they were using it left and right, as sparks were erupting from them. As the battle continued for hours to no end, time seemingly looked like it stopped, but the clash did not. Until now we see, after hours worth of fighting, both of them were panting. But the Dark Naruto was standing still. Can't you see? You're weak. You're weak because all of your hatred, all of your rancor I have consumed and consumed and consumed. I was locked away here. Now that I am free, I won't go back. As that is when Naruto realized what he had to do. As he threw away his blade. What are you doing? You threw away your only chance of defense. I will end you now, said the Dark Naruto. No, this is not the way. What? What do you mean this is not the way? This was not the test. Not to fight you I was sent here, but to become whole. Become what? You think I will allow you to become whole? Us two combining to complete ourselves? No. You have ignored me for far too long. I will not become a part of you and your pathetic ideologies. Listen. No, I will not. As the dark blade was then lifted. Stop right there. Don't you dare come closer. But Naruto didn't listen, as he came closer and closer to Dark Naruto, and gave him a hug. As Dark Naruto stood still. Why? Why are you showing me now kindness and attention? Why out of all this time when I was yelling at you? Are you listening to me? I'm sorry. I am so sorry for ignoring you all this time. I I never realized that you were in such pain, but not anymore. I won't allow you to be in any pain any longer. As both of them begin to combine, that whole area begin to change. As now we go to Kami, Yami, and Shinigami and Kurama. The boy is awakening, Kami-sama. And the rest. As the katana began to glow, and the perfect balance was restored within Naruto, indication of that, as the goddesses smiled. I hope everything is fine. Yes, the boy has passed the test and has restored balance to his heart and his own soul. His own soul, you say? Yes, Kurama. His own soul. As now we see Naruto return, he was standing up. Hello again, Kami-sama, Yami-sama, Shinigami-sama. I am sorry, Naruto, said Kami, without warning. What? Why are you apologizing? It was because of me and my intervention this had happened. I was the one who caused imbalance to you. I did not want you to waver from your path, and because of that I was... Wait, so all those miracles that happened, it was... Yes, it was me. I had to keep you alive as well. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now that I am whole, I will begin my training. Who will be going to train me? That will be Yami. She will be your sensei, since we have our domains to watch over. Not like I have any, huh? Well, your domains are minor ones instead, in front of our sister. Not to mock you or anything. Fine. I will train you, brat. It's gonna be a tough journey ahead. And so time began to pass by as Naruto went into the academy. And not only that, he graduated as an average student as well, because Yami told him to conceal his identity, but also act with kindness as well as also show all of his emotions and ingenuousness. And once Naruto displayed this, the people in Konoha began to change their views of Naruto. Instead of say calling him a demon brat or whatnot, they begin to see that there might be something much more than a demon. Maybe it was a boy all along, a boy a boy who they almost killed multiple times, and that thing ate them up from within so much so that they slowly begin to beg for forgiveness from Naruto. They knew Naruto never got hurt by them, but they were aiming to hurt him or even kill him. As the Hokage was the only person aside from Naruto who was quite happy with the sudden change of the civilian council as well as the civilians of Konoha towards Naruto. So much so that they even built a small apartment for Naruto himself without any rent or whatnot, and even upped his staple of a month so that he could survive, but a little bit leisurely now. But Naruto in his free time would meditate and train in the mindscape with Kami and Shinigami's sister Yami, and with Kurama. So much so that Naruto was getting good with the blade of balance itself. As now we see, Naruto reached finally at the age of 13 and has, after graduating from the academy, was selected in Team 7 alongside with Sakura Haruno and Sasuke Uchiha. As they met their sensei who arrived quite late and told them about the Genin test. And as usual, Sasuke and Sakura did follow the instruction and came out hungry. You do know that this was a test as well. What do you mean by that, Naruto? Asked Sasuke. Since Naruto was an average student and quite skillful in some things, Sasuke, well, he now respected Naruto, but not to that level. Think about it, Sasuke. Breakfast is the most important, well, time for us to consume so that we have strength for the battle that is up ahead. But since you don't have consumed that, what do you think will happen? We'll run out of chakra way much faster and tire ourselves. See? So you have consumed it, Naruto? Asked Sakura in an arrogant tone. Of course I have, Sakura. Why else am I sitting this comfortably? You broke the rules of Sensei, you idiot. No, he did not, actually. If anything, you showed that, well, you are even going to follow stupid orders. What if one of your seniors, who is a traitor, sends you down to a path which will lead you to your death? You will blindly follow that order without thinking rationally. You are a shinobi in Konoichi, most of all. And they, within a mission, have to come up with a lot of things to deal with the consequences of their actions. Be very careful in the future, Sakura. Sasuke. And good observation, Naruto. Thank you, Sensei. As after that, the bell test as usual was conducted, but this time Naruto was able to intervene in points and was able to guide his team. And in the end, they passed. And after a lot of C rank missions, the D rank missions, the first C rank mission arrived. And they met with Tazuna, who insulted them as Sasuke and Sakura got pissed instead of Naruto, who remained calm. And as soon as their journey began, they were attacked. Naruto, obviously using the shurikens, was able to not only counter them but also using the kunais was able to go head to head with them, showing much more skill that he has displayed in the academy, catching the eye of both Sasuke as well as Kakashi. Sakura obviously was busy staring at Sasuke, so yeah. As finally now we see, they turn towards Tazuna after the first attack. Alright Tazuna, out with it. As Tazuna then revealed about Kato and the tyranny, as Naruto requested his sensei to go forward, and so they did, until they met with Zabuza Momochi in the Land of Waves. As soon as they did, Naruto was able to counter his huge blade as well as earn his respect to the point where Zabuza then decided to leave it be. You know what, kid? I am mad impressed by your skills. Well, given the choice, if you were under me, I would have trained you in the arts of the blade. But seemingly whoever your sensei is teaching you quite well. Thank you, said Naruto. Swordmaster to Swordmaster. As to honor your request, I will leave the man alone, and I will abort this mission. Can I request you something else? Go ahead, kid. Can you tell me where this Gato's hideout is? He's a good employer, you know, and that will be quite bad for business, but the bastard did deserve this coming. Fine. As after that, he gave a scroll to Kakashi, just like that. Well, just like that. Word of a swordsmaster. We, unlike you shinobis, are quite different. Different breed at... Yes, we are, said Naruto. As after that, Zabuza chuckled and departed. As soon as it did, Naruto was happy that a balance of one other soul was restored. He could see that he was working very greatly on Sasuke as well. And, well, Sakura was another story. Kakashi sensei as well. Since he has gotten a blade, he was able to see the scale of one's balance itself. As now we see, it was time to change the scale of Land of Waves itself. And so, using the coordinates given to them by Zabuza, they were able to locate not only that, but also examine the whole area until Naruto witnessed the scale of imbalance there. I have to erase it. Of course, kid. That is what we're here to do. Just go for it. As a mirage was created so fast that even Kakashi or any of the Jujutsu could not see it. As real Naruto was gone, and in his place was a visage of Kurama, who was kneeling down while they were monitoring. As a few screams were heard until now we see. Kakashi then said something is off. It's eerily silent now. Wait here, you guys. I'm gonna go take a closer look. Sensei, wait, said Sakura, as Naruto in the meantime returned and replaced himself from the mirage. What's going on? Where do you think Sensei went? Are you crazy, Naruto? Haven't you been hearing? Sorry about that, Sakura. Just focus, Naruto, said Sasuke. As now we see, Kakashi arrived. We have to go. What? What happened? All of them are dead. Even Gato is dead. As now we see, back once they returned to the Land of Waves, Tazuna was crying, tears of joy. You did it. You killed Gato. Of course he is dead, but we didn't do it. Whoever it was, he left behind a Konoha headband mark. Headband mark? What does it mean? It's an imprint of headband from Konoha, indicating that, Whoever killed Gato and brought their stuff back and all their people back did this while we were there. I saw with my own eyes that Gato was alive and everyone else just a few moments ago. So sorry, but I can't reveal this to you, Sensei. It was necessary to erase the imbalance. Now the balance has been restored. And so the bridge was completed, and not only that, an alliance was given to Konoha. And as time progressed, the missions of such caliber were given to Team 7, saying and hoping that they would bring out more and more, alliances. And so they did, from Vegetable Country, Rice Country, as well as from the Demon Country and Snow Country in the end. After stopping our, revolt there, as well as helping out the other countries. And one person's name in particular was always the center of it, in the limelight. Naruto Uzumaki's. And not only that, Naruto was also able to bring balance to the life of Kakashi, who was suffering from past trauma, and Sasuke as well. And both have begun to meditate alongside him, but in order to appease their mind and clear their head. And once it was cleared, they began to think for themselves rationally. Sasuke figured out that following Itachi's way would only lead to his death as well, and Itachi winning. He had to come up with a plan of his own. And this made Naruto's respect in his eyes grow more and more, until he saw Naruto as an equal and much more. Well, as for Kakashi, he was just happy and honored to have a student like Naruto in his, well, group. And now we see, once this was said and done, as they were returning from a mission from Cat Country, it was time for them to head towards the Chunin exams. And as soon as the Chunin exams began, Naruto and the others were coordinating exactly as one team should. And they were not arguing or fighting like the others, so they were able to pass through the first and the second test without breaking a sweat. And unbeknownst to them, Naruto took care of a lot of threats within the forest of death, using his, sword of balance to find out the imbalances and take care of them. One such imbalance was Orochimaru. But Naruto didn't kill him. Why? Because his scale was tipping left to right, meaning that he had a undecided fate yet. So Naruto left it as such to see what he will do in the future. As now we see, the preliminary rounds began after the second exam was over, and within it a lot of things happened. Naruto had seen a lot of, fates as well as their scales, but they were tipping left and right. One example was Neji, who knew what he was doing was bad, but it was out of rage and anger. While on the other side, it was Hinata, who he blushed when he found out had a huge crush on him. I did not need to know that. Oh, she really thinks that greatly of me? Of course, kid. Who else would? I mean, I do remember that kid you helped her out when you were quite young. And, when you were kicked out of the orphanage at the time. Really? It was that girl? Yes. Her name was Hinata, I remember, and she was a Yuga. Wow. Who would have thought? Uh, Kid, you really are quite an idiot when it comes to things like that, aren't you? Well, sorry if I am, Kurama. Who are you speaking to, Naruto? Oh, nothing. Just speaking to myself. As Kakashi looked at him, with weird expression. Huh? Okay. And so after the preliminary rounds were over, the finalists were selected. As Naruto's match was against Neji. As Naruto then said, "Hey Neji, well, looks like we're gonna be against one another. Fate has already declared me a victor. Fate, huh? What if I told you the fate is imbalanced, and it is only you who can decide what your future may be? You can be dead before you even see if you are fated to win and conquer. What will you do then? Such things are nonsense. Oh, I will show you sense when the nonsense of yours will clash with me." And so the day came, and once it did, now we see the first match was between Naruto and Neji. And once both of them began, Naruto began to counter each and every one of his attacks while standing still, as Neji was getting more and more enraged, even with his Juken style as well as his Byakugan. Naruto countered each and every one of them, leaving the Hyuga clan in shock until Naruto palmed straightly in his chest, sending him flying back. It's called wind push and wind style jutsu technique that I invented. Invented? Impressive. As now we see, Naruto then said, that's all it took to defeat you. And it really was the truth. As the Jonin came and ended the match, Neji was quite confused. How did I lose? Look at your chest, Neji, said Guy Sensei, who arrived there. You did well, kid. You did well. But because of your arrogance, you lost the match. That kid, Guy Sensei, said Lee, he's something else. That is right, Lee. He is something else. I now know who my true rival is, Sensei. Go for it, Lee. Go for it. As now I see Tintin said, oh, you poor soul. You don't even know just whose attention you gained, do you? As now I see, time passed until the final match was coming near, and once it did, the soon to be tragedy struck. But Naruto saved a lot of lives. Not a single soul was lost, and even he summoned the katana to rip through the shield to save Hiruzen Sarutobi. And once he did, Naruto was standing again in front of Orochimaru. You bladesman, it was you who almost... Your scale is still tipping, Orochimaru. I don't know why. Why is this happening, but I have to let you go. You still have a chance to turn yourself from evil to the other side. As after it happened, we see that Naruto was caught red-handed by Hiruzen. Naruto, my boy, I need to speak after this. Yes, you're right. And so the Konoha crush was stopped without any unnecessary death. But the only loss was that Naruto, because of his warning, Orochimaru escaped. As Danzo, Koharu, and Homura, alongside with Hiruzen, were there inside Hokage office because they were the only ones Naruto knew could speak to. Orochimaru, why did you allow him to escape? His scale of balance between yin and yang was, well, going crazy, meaning that his fate was undecided. So I had to. And with that blade that was half and half black, like yin and yang, it is the blade of balance. It was created by essence of Kami, Yami, and Shinigami to restore the balance of the world. Balance of the world? What do you mean, my boy? How did you... Wait. How do you know all of this? It's because it was given to me by them when I was younger. I have been trained and am still being trained by Yami herself. As that is when a woman's voice was heard. Yes, that would be true. Little ones. As they saw a woman in divine robes sitting there, they demanded their respect. Yami-sama? Yes. And you, Danzo. I have a bone to pick with you. As Danzo flinched, the stoic shinobi was literally shaking like a scaredy cat in front of the literal goddess. You have ruined so many lives. I have personally come on my request to my sister to collect your soul. His soul? Yes. And to answer my student's words. What is going on, Sensei? As the bandages were disappeared, oh my god, said both Homura and Koharu. Danzo, what the hell have you done? It was necessary. And your erasal from this world is as well. And so, with a slash of small daggers from Yami, Danzo was erased. Yami-sama, please forgive us. We did not know. Silence. I am enraged, but I'm not stupid. Listen to Naruto and listen to him well. Because the threats that are going to come are going to come now. As now we see, only a few months passed as Shinigami's warning was heeded. Akatsuki emerged, and they were knocking at the doors of Konoha. And once Naruto met them, he witnessed that some of the scales were tipped to the dark side. Swiftly they were executed, such as Kisame, as well as Kakazu and Hidan, Sasori and Deidara. The only ones that were left were Zetsu, Obito, and Nagato and Konan and his bots. The following next was Satsu was erased. What have you done? I am doing Kami's bidding. The great threat has been erased. But as for why I didn't kill you, if that is what you're asking, it's because of your fate is undecided. Your fate? Yes. You have both the will of being good and of evil. You're trying to change, but you can't decide. Your heart can't decide what you want. Is there really hope for us? Kami, Yami, and Shinigami have been trying their best to bring hope. That is why I was sent. That is why the sage was sent. But the people have changed it. Changed his teaching into ninju, from ninju to ninjutsu, and made their lives and the lives of the surrounding people around them literal hell. So you're sent from them. Yes, Obito. You know who I am? Yes. Oh, it was revealed to me. I see. And I have a message for you. It's a letter from heaven. Normally this is not allowed, but it's the only thing that the girl requested. What girl? Rin. Rin. As Obito literally grabbed that letter and opened it, and after reading the contents, he dropped the mask and was in tears. Thank you. Thank you so much, kid. This brings closure to my heart. As after that, Obito began to leave. Where are you going? I don't know. But I can't be here. I'm gonna listen to her wish. And then, once I'm gone, I'll meet her there. Wait, Obito! And you, Kakashi. Stop standing at my grave and always bitching and moaning. Go out and live your life as well, you idiot. That's what she want. That's what I want. My best friend. And with that, Obito disappeared with tears in his eyes, while Kakashi was left there with tears of his own. As Naruto sighed, the scale of Konoha is in balance. It's time for the others. As time began to pass by, as it took Naruto a lot of time, effort, and years until he reached at the age of 25 to bring peace to the whole elemental nation after that. The fates that were undecided were decided, and for the best of the best. As now we see, after fulfilling that job and doing Kami Yami Shinigami's work, Naruto stood in front of his sensei, Yami. Well, kid, I am proud of you. There's still a lot of things you need to learn, but the task has been completed. As Naruto bowed, presenting Katana of Balance to Yami, I think it would be best if you or Kami-sama or Shinigami-sama hold on to it. No, Naruto. You hold on to it and pass on the will to your children. You are our champion. You are our child of prophecy. The one who brought balance and peace to the whole elemental nation. What our previous champion couldn't do, you have done it. And with a different approach as well. Thank you. Thank you, Yami-sama. And I will take this responsibility to heart. Oh, and one final thing, Naruto. Yes, anything, Sensei. Make sure you have a lot of kids. A lot of them. As Naruto blushed. Well, I'll be off, kid. As the Shinigami disappeared, leaving Naruto standing atop of the Hokage monument. As now we see Sasuke as well as Sakura over there. Wait, Naruto. As they too have grown. What is it, both of you? Sensei's calling us. You know, since he became Hokage, he has been, well, lately ignoring us quite a lot. Turns out he has a mission for us. Tonight we're gonna go and meet Kyoki-sama. Kyoki, huh? Well, what are we waiting for? Boy, you brat. Idiot. What is it, Sakura? Are you forgetting about something? About what? Today's the Valentine's Day for all the things, and Hinata, I might be expecting some chocolate. Oh yeah, I guess. Wait, but isn't the girl who's supposed to? Doesn't mean that you can't give one. I gave one to Sakura, and she gave one to me. Said Sasuke and Sakura as both of them blushed. Isn't that cute? Well, I'll do that first. As now we see, Naruto jumped towards Konoha, but this time with a smiling and relaxed face. Well, kid, you've done it. Of course I have. But now another battle begins. The battle of the hearts. Yeah, that is true. And now I must face this challenge alone without the divine intervention and your help. Yup, not like you needed in the first place. True. Very true. As this is where I'm going to be leaving this short movie of, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, then make sure you leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, and make sure you follow me on my Apollo Uchiha channel as well if you haven't done so already. As this is it for the day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.